California's Gold is produced in association with KCET Los Angeles and is seen statewide on California Public Television. This series is endorsed by the California Teachers Association, the California School Boards Association, and the California Library Association. Well, hello everybody, I'm Huell, and right now we have pulled over to the side of the freeway out here in the California desert, and a beautiful desert it is too. But we are getting ready to do something that we have never done before. Look at this right here. We are getting ready to leave California and go into another state. We're getting ready to go about 23 miles down I-10 to visit a little town in Arizona that is very rich in history, and also is a town that several months during the year is filled with people from all over the world, including hundreds of thousands of people from California who go to this little town to attend a very special event. So we're going to hook up with all of these people from California and head into Arizona. Now don't worry, we're only going to be over there for a day or two, and then we're going to come back home to California where we belong. And stories happen to us everywhere we go. Come on down here. Your name again is?
My name's Jonathan.
Jonathan, we were standing out here on the side of the road. You pulled your car over there and came running down here to do what?
To take a picture of the Welcome to Arizona sign. I've traveled from Vermont and I'm headed to California, and I missed the Welcome to Arizona sign on the east side, so I had to get it on the west side.
So all the way from Vermont, you have been taking pictures of different state signs.
Of different state signs, of anything else. The mountain ranges are all beautiful. Louisiana, I went to New Orleans, which was spectacular. Just the houses and architecture there. So.
Well, right now you're in good old California. What do you think about California so far?
California looks beautiful from where I'm standing.
Well, I can guarantee you, you're going to have a great time. Are you moving here or just visiting?
I'm moving to Venice, California, where my sister's at.
Well, welcome to California.
Thank you very much.
And just as we welcome Jonathan to California, we're leaving just for a day or two.
Well, make sure you come back.
We're coming back. We're heading to Arizona for a day and a half, and then we're coming back to California. But right now, if you're interested in the little town and where we're going to be going in Arizona, if you're curious as to why we're going there, why it's so historic, and what happens there that brings so many Californians to that little town a couple of months out of the year, as always, you're invited to come on along with us as we continue our search together for California's and Arizona's gold. Well, there we were in Arizona, heading east on I-10. And to be honest with you, things didn't look that different from the California desert. And it didn't take long before we reached our destination. We knew we were there because of the backup of traffic at the exit. There were cars and trucks and trailers everywhere. In fact, for a minute I thought I was back home in California. Now, we were able to avoid most of the traffic because as soon as we got off the freeway, we immediately turned and headed back west toward California, traveling along a frontage road at a pretty good clip. We were in search of a particular historic plant that everybody said we had to see. And sure enough, it turned out being not only a historic plant, but a great way to be welcomed to Arizona. Well, here we are, our first stop in Arizona, and we have hooked up with Rosalie Oldham Wheeler. And Rosalie, among other things, is a writer, she's a historian, And you're a local yokel, aren't you?
And a beekeeper.
And a beekeeper. And you've been here for how many years?
63.
In this community?
Yes.
Now, we met up with you here at this spot because you told us this is one of the most significant spots in the whole state of Arizona.
That's right.
Well, tell us about it.
Well, there's swirls. Just as you come into Arizona, there's none over on the other side of the Colorado River.
None on the California side.
Not naturally. They might carry them over there and plant them, but they're not natural. And all over the southern part of Arizona, there's swirls. And this happens to be the one with the most arms of any of the cactuses in Arizona. So we're very, very proud of this old. And as you look at it, it's wrinkled, it's old, but it is very, and you know, it isn't going to last very long. A great big puff of wind could come and take one of those arms and it'd fall down and no telling what will happen.
Now, how many arms are there on this cactus?
47 arms.
47 arms, and how long would it have taken for a big old cactus like this to get this big?
A cactus grows about 1 inch a year. So you just go by that. What do you think that is?
Oh
75 foot up there?
Wow, at least. So this is at least probably over 100 years old.
Oh, it's 300 years old, at least.
Now, how do we know that this cactus has more arms on it than any other cactus in Arizona?
Because we've inquired around. As you said, I was a historian. I belong to the Arizona Historical Society, and its home base is in Tucson, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep track of things like that. You know, someone brags and says, I have the largest, well, say cactus, or the one I have the biggest flowers, or whatever. And they keep a record of it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody has come up with any more arms than this. There's some that's taller, but not as many arms.
Well, it's beautiful. It's just kind of stuck out here off the side of a little road. It's not really very well marked.
No, it hasn't been, and it's strange, but everybody loves this old cactus. And if there is somebody who might want a piece of it to take home with them, can you believe it?
No, they wouldn't take a piece of the cactus.
Oh, sure they would. They say, well, I'll take that little one right there and take it home and plant it. And they come off of the largest. You know, everybody's got to have something that is different from anybody else.
Yeah, well, we're not going to do that.
No, I don't.
We're going to pay respect.
I tell you, you'll suffer if you ever do that.
What do you mean?
It's got stickers on it. You don't want to get messed up with them.
Well, let's stand right over here real close to it. It's got a real sense of its own here. It has kind of a spiritual feeling to it in a way, doesn't it? I mean, you can kind of feel its presence here.
Well, really and truly, people drove by it for years and years and didn't pay a bit of attention to it. But when you get to thinking about it, have you seen one with any more arms than this?
Yeah.
Just, you know, and then the significance kind of hits you and you say, wow, you know, that old cactus is one of a kind.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was one that was stolen from this town that had, it was a kind of a fan on it. They stole it and they took it someplace else, and they all have personalities. And someone said, you know, I saw the cactus that belonged to Quartzsite, and I'll tell you where it is. So the police went out and they had pictures of it, and they took it back home.
Good.
So really and truly, they do have their own personalities, just like people.
That's what I said. You can kind of feel this one right here.
Right, it is.
Well, now, this is our first stop in Arizona. Now, you understand that this is a big deal for us to leave California and come to Arizona, don't you?
I understand. I really and truly am amazed. But, of course, you see all these other people all around here. They're from every state in the Union.
And a lot from California. That's our excuse for coming over here.
And they come over here and they find something to enjoy every day that they're here.
Well, we're going to be here for a day and a half before our parole runs out and we have to go back to California. No, I'm just kidding. But before we get homesick and go back home. But there's a lot to see over here, and you're going to be our guide for our next stop too, because now's the time to let everybody know that we're just right outside the little town of Quartzsite.
That's right.
which is kind of the center of all of this.
Yes.
And our next stop is we're going to leave this wonderful old 47-arm cactus, and you're going to take us on a tour of beautiful downtown Quartzsite, right?
It's going to be a problem. There's bumper-to-bumper cars, and there's just moving slowly. But I know a few little side roads that might help us through this so that we can get there and not have to spend all a long time. You can actually go in, have lunch, and sit there and watch maybe a television show, and you look out, and the same cars are just barely going out of sight.
See, we caught a little of that traffic coming in today. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. There's usually people make a rough guess that there's over 1 million people visiting.
Oh, my God.
And then there's all the people who live here, too.
Now, wait a minute. How many people live here?
How many live here? In the wintertime, probably 50,000.
Full-time, though, year-round.
Full-time? Oh, 2,500.
2,500 here year-round,
Yes.
over 1 million here now.
Yeah.
We picked the busy time to be here, but that's why we're here.
I'm sure
Let's
it
step
is.
out of the way and get one last shot as we move into downtown Quartzsite of this wonderful cactus, which holds the distinction of having more arms and being the biggest cactus of its kind anywhere in Arizona. What a great way to start off our trip. Okay, we're back on the road. We're following Rosalie a couple of miles back into Quartzsite, into downtown Quartzsite, and we're staying right up behind her because she knows all the shortcuts that will allow us to miss this huge traffic jam that's down here, getting on and off the freeway in order to get downtown. Well, here we are. Now, is this downtown Quartzsite, Rosalie?
This is downtown Quartzsite,
We're right on the side of Main Street,
right on Main Street.
and here's all the traffic coming in. Thank goodness for your little shortcut here,
Yes,
which we're not going to share with anybody because we're going to keep that a secret.
it's best.
Now, you have brought us here to show us what?
This is a museum. It's the old stage stop, Tyson Wells.
All right, let's walk on in here. Here it is, Tyson's Well, old stage station. This was a stage stop between Ehrenberg and Wickenburg and points east. Travelers in the 1870s and 80s made their first stop here on eastward journeys from the Colorado River. No grass, but good water.
Right.
And there's still no grass
There's
here.
still no grass.
Is your water good?
It's still good.
Who's in charge over here?
I'm just a member.
Ma'am?
I'm just a member. I'm not in charge.
Your name? Are you in charge? I'm looking for somebody in charge.
We're all volunteers
Ah.
and very dedicated.
Well, come on over here and show me around a little bit.
Okay.
Rosalie brought me over here. Come on, Rosalie.
Come on, Rosalie.
Oh, boy, look at this. What is this?
Okay, I want to explain it to you. This explains it all. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Barnett did this, and this is self-explanatory.
Look at this out here. This is beautiful.
Look, each one is signed. Mr. Barnett created these miniatures to scale as a labor of love. It took 8 years of dedication to complete. Please leave only your footprints and take only your memories.
Now, what is this supposed to be? Look at this over here. This is beautiful over here.
But you notice, he used a certain type of rock. He made these posts himself out of cement. Look at the windows.
Uh-huh.
He had furniture in them at one time.
Look at this.
That was the home. This is Mr. Barnett's home. This is an English castle. He made these posts. Look at the little
Wow.
benches.
This is beautiful. Look
8
it goes
years.
all the way down here.
Yeah. But look
What
at-
is this, kind of a history of the whole community here?
No, his family. Look, this is North Carolina, his sister's home.
Oh, this is
This
his
is-
sister's home in North Carolina.
This is his birthplace.
This is his
in
birthplace
Farmville
in North Carolina.
in 1904.
Wow.
This is a
But what's the historical significance that ties this into Quartzsite?
He did it as a labor of love. He had a home here in Quartzsite.
The rocks come from Quartzsite.
Ah, is this quartz?
Oh, there's all kinds of rocks. We have everything, but this is quartz.
The white.
Mm-hmm.
The white is quartz.
Uh-huh. And this is some other kind of a rock. He gathered rocks, and this is it could be called turquoise,
Mm-hmm.
but
Boy, this is interesting.
Did you notice this? Look at the lights. He put a bottle inside
Ah, right here.
at the top.
So this all lights up at night?
No. That's the way the home was.
Oh.
Now, notice on this one, look at the different rock. That's a river rock. And he tried to make each one unique. And this roof, that roof, each one is different. Look,
Wow.
look at 8 years he did all this,
This is interesting.
isn't it?
All right, we've come inside the old stagecoach stop. Watch your Tyson Wells. What have we got going on over here? Some kind of a tour going on?
Yeah.
What
we
are you
do.
telling them?
I'm telling them about the old Nugget Road and this old school building.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Just little local facts.
A lot of Bill Kaiser stories I like to tell.
Now, we're here to find out how Quartzsite got its name, and didn't you have the story, the answer to that?
oh yes, this was the community then, the biggest part of the community then. It was named Tyson's because of the stage station here, and the first post office was here in 1893, and Mr. Michael Wells was the postmaster, and then he got sick and had to give up the job of being postmaster, so the post office was closed, and so it was moved up to Moon Mountain Road, the present Moon Mountain Road, and George Ingersoll became the postmaster. And so the postmaster general had made two new rulings. You couldn't use the name of the previous post office, and also you couldn't use a name with two words in it. So because of the huge piles of white quartz around the mill, why the name, they wanted to name it Quartzsite, and there was a big discussion about it, but they finally, with the ruling that not using two words, it was put together and used Quartzsite, the site of quartz.
Ah, Quartzsite.
Because of the huge piles of white quartz around.
Now, is that the story? Did she tell it right?
Oh, yes,
She told it
She knows
perfectly.
exactly how to tell you.
Because sometimes when you talk to historians,
Oh, I know, they try. Yeah, I understand that. But we can trust her.
yeah,
Yeah.
because sometimes things get changed in the translation, don't they?
You don't believe anything that's written either.
All right, so we're here in the old town of Tyson Wells, which is when was that when it was changed over to Quartzsite?
It was changed in 1896.
So it's been Quartzsite for over 100 years now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Nobody's still around who remembers it when it was
Except
Tyson.
Billy.
Yeah, I was a child then.
Yeah, she's the original finder.
I know that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you've got a great little museum here. This is great. Look in here. We've got a whole little thing going in there.
This is a school like it was when Billy and I were children.
Uh-huh.
You see the old cereal, the old stove, the quilt, the iron board, the washer, the teacher, the books. And the teacher used to live at the school.
Now, do you get a lot of people coming in to see the museum?
Of course we
People
do.
like us?
Well, we're not like you.
What
But we're
about-
always glad to have you around.
What about people from California?
Oh, we're always glad for people from California, Canada, wherever they're from. They're open and welcome here. But watch out for Jake when you go out. You see he has an ace of spades up his sleeve.
Uh-huh.
Did you see that?
No.
Well, you won't be sure to get that.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to point this out to you. Would you know what that is?
It's a baptismal from a church, isn't it?
Yes. Look what it's made of.
What?
Those are the saguaro, a dead saguaro. A saguaro is covered with the greenery. After they die, this is the wood that's inside of them. This was made and donated to us, and it's a baptistry, and they put copper inside of it, and this is
Wow.
all saguaro branches.
'Cause we just went to the largest saguaro, the 47 armed saguaro, earlier today.
Well, this is, when they die, this is the body, the bones of the saguaro. Isn't that what they call them?
So when you come to Arizona, you really get into this saguaro thing, don't you? I mean, you all are very proud of the saguaro here.
Well, this baptismal was made by Ethel Murray, and she did work like with old saguaro ribs, and it was donated to the Episcopal Church for the baptismal.
And what'd you say about the saguaro?
It's our state flower, the saguaros. Yeah.
It's the California state, I mean, the Arizona state, I keep,
Oh, and
flower.
it makes the best jam and jelly out of the fruit of the
Really?
saguaro.
The prickly pear cactus.
The blossoms turn into fruit, like any ordinary
See
fruit.
my tie?
uh-huh.
See the cactuses on it?
Look at this. Saguaro.
Yeah, you can make that jam.
It's the Arizona state flower.
Okay,
See my jacket? I
It's got a saguaro on it. Wow.
Wow.
look, they even used them for picture frames. See the saguaro?
These are saguaro on the edge of the frame.
It's the carcass of a saguaro.
Wow.
That's what that's made from.
Well, this is all very interesting. We've had a lot of fun.
One thing I want to show you.
Oh boy, he's got something else to show me.
He wants him to see Jake, I think. You want to follow him?
You see the ceiling of saguaro?
Oh my gosh.
See that?
The whole ceiling is made of saguaro.
Yep.
This is
that's
amazing. So is it a hardwood?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a hardwood. We can't do anything with it except make fences or, you saw some pictures in there in
Yeah,
the
but
other
look,
room.
I'm looking at this too. This is
That's the original adobe here. You can see the straw in it. You can see the stones and the gravel. It's been weathered, and then the organization has taken it over and closed it in, and we're trying to preserve this as a museum for Quartzsite.
oh, and here's the guy
That's the guy.
with the ace up his
That's
sleeve.
Jake. Look, somebody donated. Oh man!
Put a little bit of money
Are
there.
you honest, Jake? Gee, I'm surprised he didn't put that in his pocket already.
Hey, also, feel the weight of this safe.
You know, this is, we got other places to go. You all are just, y'all got more stuff in this
You
museum.
haven't even begun.
No.
And then here's Mr. Gonet, and he took, Billy's got the slides. This is his picture. He was the first hippie. He lived here all year long and built his own home, and he got ironwood and made all these pieces by just sanding, and he didn't have the tools.
The first hippie in Quartzsite.
He knew it was,
She's the second hippie.
it was so hot here that he wore a skirt because it was cooler than pants. He let his hair grow long, and he's called the first hippie in Quartzsite.
And when was this?
When was this, Billy?
At the end of World War II, about the end of the World War II.
He
wasn't it?
was
He came here.
born, Billy, Mr. Koné. You know all about him.
He came right at the end of World War II and settled here. He had been a fire watcher in Oregon before he came down here to Arizona and built a little cabin out in the
Here's his cabin.
desert out here.
Where's his cabin? There's a picture of his cabin. Here, right here. One room was full of books. He was self-educated. He doesn't know where he was born, who his parents were, and he was a very educated man and self-taught.
And this is something you wanted to show us?
Well, yes. This is a hobby I've taken up. When I was a child, I used to hunt rocks for my uncle, and they farmed me out every summer, and I'd pick up rocks, and I'd name every rock. I picked them up, and slide them on the sled over the end of the field and unpack them. So I named every rock, and then as I got older, I realized creatures crawled under rocks, and other creatures ate those creatures and so on, and they used rocks to build roads. So finally, I got into a hobby of cutting rocks, and one day I made a mistake. I cut them thinner than they do for a cab. So all of a sudden, I saw Well, I can see through them.
Oh, look at
So then I
this. So
started-
these are all rock.
That's right. This is rhodonite. This was a field rock here, just out of the field. This was another field rock. There's a plume from Texas. This is from the Maryland line in Pennsylvania.
Well, now wait, where's the quartz from Quartzsite?
Well, I
Is
don't.
there any quartz here?
I doubt it.
Well,
Well,
wait a minute, we're in Quartzsite.
I know, but I doubt it. Quartzsite is a stone that's a useless stone. It really is. It just grows everywhere. It's all over the desert, but you can't do anything with it except walk over it or stumble on it. These are stones that are, I call gemstones. So they have character. They have body. You can see different scenery in them.
Well, wait a minute, that's
This is
terrible
This
that-
is found in quartzite. It's called a bacon rock.
But you got a town named after a rock you can't do anything with.
Well, that was out of our power at that time. We weren't here yet.
Well, we have gotten the full tour of the
Tyson Wells Stage Stop Museum.
Tyson Wells Stage Stop Museum. And what's interesting about this place, when I looked at your brochure here, you're not open all year, are you?
We're open if we have people who want to go through it.
But it gets pretty slow here during the summer months, doesn't it?
Because it's from 110 to 120 degrees.
So now
No
there are
air conditioning.
1 million people here.
Right.
Then it goes down to just a couple of thousand
Or
Yes.
a couple hundred.
or a couple of hundred.
We're always glad for visitors.
But it gets real slow.
Slower than
gets-
molasses.
It gets very slow, but you know what? A lot of people stay here year-round now
And love it.
and love it.
Well, we're here during the peak season.
Right.
That's the understatement.
just
isn't it?
That's
coming
the
right now.
understatement.
And that's what our adventure is all about. All of this has just kind of been setting up while we're here, because tomorrow we're starting out bright and early, and we're going to explore the reason everybody comes here by the millions every year. This has kind of been our quiet historical day.
And they're
Tomorrow we're going to hit the ground running.
Not, and they're not only from the United States, many from Canada
In England.
and England.
Yeah. Well, I want to tell you a strange story. Somebody pulled into the town and they stopped at a gas station and said, "Where are the Snowbirds?" They came to see snowbirds, not us. We had to explain the difference to them. Just like-
You're not a snowbird?
I'm a snowbird, but they didn't realize that. They thought they wanted to see the birds that were flying, snowbirds.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm from
He
Pennsylvania.
So
drives.
you don't live here either?
No, I'm from Pennsylvania.
So you're visiting here.
No, he has a home
I
here
have a home.
and there.
See,
But you're a local.
I'm from Phoenix, Arizona.
She has a home in Phoenix and a home here.
And are you a local?
Well, I have
She's
been
a
for
fan of
many,
the town.
many, many years, yes.
But she has a home in Colorado.
now.
Oh my gosh, Rosalie, are you the only one who lives here?
Oh, I live here, but I have a home in Utah.
Well, I have a home in LA. So there.
Well, come on down. We'll make you welcome here.
Okay, now the fun begins. Rosalie has given us the historical perspective and look at Quartzsite. Now we've hooked up with Tina here at the Quartzsite Chamber of Commerce. And Tina, you're going to reveal what it is about Quartzsite that makes it such a special place a couple of months out of the year. This is just a small hint of it behind us. What in the heck goes on here every year?
We have what we call now the world's largest RV rendezvous. And we have over 1 million people that come through our town in a 6-week span to come and see our shows, do a lot of ATVing, do the rock and desert type thing, do gold panning, shop till you drop is one of our favorite sayings here.
So is it a flea market?
Well, it started out as a flea market, and then it's evolved into different types of themed shows in different areas all around town. So different shows sort of cater to different ideas and different venues of vendors and things to do.
All right, so there's an RV show.
Yes,
There's a rock and gem and mineral show, which is one of the biggest in the world.
yes, that's the powwow, and that started it all 35 years ago.
All right, 35 years ago, it all started how?
Well, we had some winter people come down, and they had worked on rocks and little wood things, and they wanted to sell them, and so we had a schoolhouse that was vacant, and they found out that they could go in the schoolhouse and have a little rock show. There was 18 vendors.
Oh
and
my gosh.
I was a beekeeper at the time, and I sold honey, and everybody brought their little things that they made.
Now that was 35 years ago with 18 vendors. Now, Tina, what are we talking about? Give us some facts and figures. How many acres, how many vendors, how many people?
We're talking a little bit over 2,000 vendors, a little bit over 1 million people in a 6-week span. On our really peak days, about 250,000 people.
All on the same street trying to get in and out of town.
Almost. We're about a mile square with our showgrounds, about 2 miles square.
We got people flying overhead. Now there's a way to beat the traffic.
Oh, definitely, definitely. There's a miniature air show going on at the other end down here.
So really the basic idea is people just pour into here from all over the world.
You have fun.
And turn Quartzsite, sleepy, quiet, little historic Quartzsite, into a zoo.
And a great big snowbird haven for RVers. They do arts and crafts. They do music jams every day of the week, sometimes 3 times a day. They go rock hounding. They go prospecting for gold. They're out on their ATVs. They say their life is busier here than it ever has been in their whole life.
But people like us, like from LA, come in for the day or come in for the weekend and just nose around.
Oh, and shop, and shop, and shop, and shop. All sorts of different things. Everybody loves rocks too, but it's not just raw rocks. We're looking at rocks going from each stage into beautiful finished products.
So what are we going to find tomorrow when we head out?
You're going to find a lot of different things with rocks. You're going to find clothes. You're going to find turtle purses. You're going to find kites. You're going to find parasailing. You're going to find helicopter rides. You're going to find camel rides.
And lots of people.
And lots of people.
And lots of fun.
And lots of fun. And lots of different types of food. And just some unique, different items you're going to see that you've never seen anywhere else.
This is great. Now, it's Friday afternoon. We've been here for the afternoon. We're getting ready to go back to our motel and collapse and get ready to start off. What time should we be here? What time does this thing start off on a Saturday morning?
You should be here between 8:30 and 9.
And we'll hit the road running.
Yes, you will.
Rosalie, this has been great. Thank you very much. If you never see or hear from us again, you'll know we've been sucked into the black hole out here, because there's a lot going on, isn't there?
Oh, you'll be back. There's a camaraderie here that you can't see on the film, that when you come, everybody says, I'm not sure why, but I'm going back again.
Yeah.
And you're welcome back. We love you.
So it's worth it to fight through the traffic and the crowds and everything else to get here and experience the Quartzsite experience.
Yes, it is.
All right, it's now Saturday morning. We're back here on the grounds, and I'm standing with, your name is?
Ron Enden.
Mr. Enden, we're standing in front of some amazing, what are these called?
Well, that's called silicon carbide.
Look at these things.
That's an iridescent material that originates in Poland.
Wow.
This is their attempt to try to do something for the art field. Normally, this material is used for sandpaper and grinding wheels. It's the second hardest surface known to man.
And this is just part of, look at your display here. You have a lot of people who show up who know about rocks here. That's what this place was, that's how it all started.
For 50, 60 years, yes. A lot of the miners would come down and they'd bring their workings from the year, and they'd show them off to people, and a lot of people that make jewelry would buy the components and then go back and just coordinate all the colors and have their supply for the year.
Here at Quartzsite.
That's right. It's an annual event.
Oh yeah, we know about that.
Yeah.
Let's see some of your stuff over here, because this is very colorful. What is this?
This green one is called chrysoprase. It's a very a wonderful material from Australia. It's all natural and very hard. And the reason why I say hard is because for someone who's going to use it in jewelry, they want it to be durable.
Look at this blue stuff here. This is blue pectolite.
Blue pectolite, the Larimar stone, which is what we specialize in. We originally were the mine source for that stone.
Here's polished white opal, blue
chalcedony. That's from Turkey.
And this?
The green one is from Turkey also.
And then we get into some of the larger stones. This is a beauty right here.
This is a new find from Mexico. We believe it's a smithsonite.
Can you pick that up and let's see what
it's 26 pounds.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
But the color is just beautiful gelled, you know.
Now, would somebody come and buy this whole stone and take it home and make jewelry out of it? That's who most of these people are.
In this particular case, it's somewhat of a semi-precious stone, so someone would have to be in the business to realize the importance of this. In other words, it's not just a desert stone.
Not just a pretty stone.
This has been mined, yes.
And if you're interested in stones, Quartzsite is the place to come.
Quartzsite, Arizona, you name it. We're at the main event right now, but there's a lot of other places as well that.
Oh, we know there are acres and acres and acres.
And there's parking, and now there's restaurant facilities and all kinds of good stuff here for people to be comfortable. So we hope that we're going to see more and more people. The weather.
Wait, you don't want more people here, do you?
Of course, the more the merrier. It's wonderful. Hey, this needs a home.
Oh my gosh, look at all of these marbles. Tell us about them.
Well, most of them, pretty near all of them are new. They come out of the Virginia, Ohio area. And they're used for decorations, fish bowls.
Look at the size of these marbles.
Oh, these are nicer yet. These are bigger yet.
Oh my gosh, look at these. They fit in egg crates.
Egg crates, and there's advertising marbles with different...
Are you looking for marbles?
I would like to have the marble game. It's a round game. It has holes all over it, and you fit the marbles in it, and then you move them back and forth.
Ah, so you know exactly what you're looking
He's
for.
looking for game marbles.
Game marbles.
Game marbles.
Is there a place like
Are there any here?
I had boxes full of red, white, and black. They used for Chinese checkers and so, but they're gone.
You're too late.
Oh,
You'll have to show up again next year.
I guess so.
This is like a huge flea market over here. Everywhere you look, there's stuff going on. As far as you look in this direction, it's full of little booths here. Now, what are you selling over here?
I'm selling sunglasses, and everybody out in Arizona needs a pair of sunglasses.
Why is that?
Because this sun is so bright.
Well,
And
now
it
I've
is-
already got on sunglasses.
Well, I don't guess you'd need any then, so.
You need some better ones.
Sir?
You need some better ones. We got some better glasses to fit you.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Now, do y'all travel all around together, or is this Quartzsite your main stop every year?
Quartzsite is our main stop.
And what do you have to say about this place?
Oh, I love it. This is my 4th year, and I'll keep coming back.
South Carolina.
And I'm from South Carolina, and I'm the largest sunglass dealer in that area.
Really? Oh boy, here's the place to get socks. Tell me about your socks.
What would you like to know about my socks?
Well, you've got a lot of them
I
here.
sell a lot of them every year. Every year, people come back, 90% repeat business.
Now, who would think that you would come to Quartzsite to buy socks?
Everyone buys socks. Everyone needs socks in Quartzsite.
Why are you laughing?
Because I hear you on television almost
But
every
you're
night.
buying socks.
Absolutely, and you like them too. You're right here.
Well, how are you buying? What are you looking for here?
For this one here, for going camping and going fishing and stuff. Keeps your feet warm.
It's been cold. It's a little bit chilly out here this year. What happened to your weather?
I don't know. This isn't my weather. I'm from California.
Oh, so am I.
Well, what are you doing over here?
Selling
socks.
There you go.
Now, I'm standing here with your name, sir?
M.L. McIntosh.
Mr. McIntosh from
Phoenix, Arizona.
And you've got something here I've never seen before in a flea market. These are really, look over here, Troy. Here's what's interesting. This is the before,
right?
Just a big old can.
Big old gallon can.
And here's the after right here, which is a beautiful...
It's a piece of art, really.
What do you use it for?
For candle holders.
And look at all these candle holders here.
Yeah,
How hard is it to make these?
Well, a lot of it depends on the design. Some of them takes longer than others. There's one piece here. This particular piece right here is just about like lace. That piece took about 45 minutes to do that piece there.
Wow.
But what it does is when you put a candle in it, it reflects all this design out in a circle on a pattern. And if you happen to have it where there's a little bit of a wind, when that flame moves, that whole pattern will move, but yet the can or the luminary and the candle is still.
Now, how much is one of these?
These are $14, that size is. That's the largest one we sell.
That's expensive, but there's a lot of labor involved.
A lot of labor, exactly, yeah, it sure is.
Oh, we've got organ music going down here. I'm not sure what's happening. What's going on over here?
Hey.
What's happening here?
It looks like a one-man show.
Look at this. It says Jerry's one-man band from Wisconsin. Okay, we got a group. You are from?
China.
From China?
Yes.
Now, do you bring all of this with you from China?
Yeah, all from China.
Look over here. We've got a whole, these are beautiful up here.
Yeah.
There's some heavy, heavy stones here. What are you pointing at?
That's a meteorite. Meteorite.
This is a meteorite.
Yes. You can, this is from the lantern meteorite.
That's a
yeah.
big one.
Yes.
Now, how much are you selling a meteorite for?
This is $50,000 for this piece. This
50,000?
50,000.
50,000.
Yes.
You
this
think
was
you're going to buy anybody? Find anybody here who's going to want to buy this?
I don't know.
What's going on over here?
Hey, we're just having ourselves a ball
Well,
here.
you are now. Is this group together?
We're all together.
From?
Flagstaff, Arizona, Camp Verde, and Phoenix. And
so you're all Arizonians?
All Arizonian.
And is this an annual trek you make to Quartzsite?
It sure is. We just come to get out of the snow and get away from it all for a while.
Do you buy or just ride around?
Well, we buy, but we do a lot of riding too.
Well, it looks good. We'll let you go on by. There's the group from Arizona. Have a good time. You having fun?
Oh, you better.
You're gonna come right off.
We're having a great time down here.
You bought anything?
Yes, we've spent all of our money just about.
Well, I hope you have enough gas money to get home.
We got them full to start with. Okay.
And hold on tight. He has a way of stopping fast, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Here they go.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
They're going off into the sunset. Now here's a happy group over here. You all are dining right beside the traffic jam here. Tell us about Quartzsite and why you keep coming back every year, because I assume this isn't your first time here.
No. Been coming here many years, and this is probably the world's largest swap meet and RV park. Just come here and join the rest of the Snowbirds, enjoy the outing, have a good time.
Now, are you all Snowbirds?
Well, on and off.
What does that mean?
Well, some of us live farther north than others.
Oh. Now, what have you bought here today?
We bought a car, a little...
Wait a minute, a car?
Yeah, a little car for my baby brother.
I got you.
And we bought some stuff for my grandma and grandpa.
So you've just been... Oh, wait a minute, look at this. What in the world? What in the world is this thing coming by here?
Hi, it's a 1930 Model A Ford.
Good grief. That's amazing. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No.
Give us a honk. This is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm enjoying it.
Pa Rump. You're Pa Rump?
Well, I'm from Pahrump.
Oh, you're from Pahrump.
Yeah.
That's the name of it.
What's this?
This is a television station in California. We're
Which
doing
one?
a program about Quartzsite.
See, we've got a television station in Pahrump, Channel 41.
Really?
You might have thought we were a small town, but we got 2 traffic signals now.
Good afternoon, ladies. What are we doing here?
Just trying to spend all of our husband's money.
You're doing a pretty good job of it.
We make money too, so we get to spend ours too.
I got
I
you.
want to know why you're here in Arizona instead of California. Aren't
Well,
you
we
California
came
fellow?
across for the day.
Oh. isn't
What are
it
you
beautiful?
doing here?
We're just having fun.
You what?
We came across for the weekend.
Now we got a little concert going and we got a crowd gathered over here. Ladies, what are you doing? Just relaxing and listening to the music?
Yes, we're just trying to catch up on our feet here a little bit.
So you've been traveling all over Quartzsite today.
Yeah, we've been all over.
Oh, you came from Banning?
Morning, yes. Got up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Now, is this a regular trip for you?
Every year.
Every year.
Wouldn't miss every year.
Every year. You're coming over here every year too?
Every year. This is my first year.
So you're coming every year starting this year?
Yes.
And you're here every year?
I've been here since the gravel road from here to Yuma.
Sir?
I was here since the gravel road from here to Yuma.
Really?
About 1952.
So you all are Quartzsite regulars?
Right. Well, I'm regular, but she's not.
I live in Glendale, Arizona.
Ah.
So we're out here for the day. Come to see him.
Oh, I gotcha. But you're not married.
Oh, no, hell no. We're just friends. She won't marry me.
No, I won't marry you.
And what are you selling here?
This is the world's smallest vacuum cleaner. And it's on Jeopardy, advertised sometime as the silent butler. Now look what it does. Dog hair, cat hair, bird seed, sand, dirt, rocks, grit in your car, cigarette butts, cigarette ashes. It's really good on window screens and staircases.
Wow.
Crumbs on the table, hair in your bathroom, lint on your clothes.
Well, you ought to be sold out of these things.
I would if we had some buyers. We don't have buyers yet.
So the day's just kind of getting...
Yes.
They'll
yes.
be around here.
Oh, well, I'm
and
confident.
Look where you are. You're right next to the seagulls.
I know, and next to the eucalyptus oil.
Oh, my gosh. Look at these seagulls.
This is not California. What are you doing here?
Well, we were trying to sneak over the state line for the day, but we keep getting caught. What are you doing here?
We got caught too.
Yeah. Well, talk a little bit to people. I don't know whether our tape can actually let people know what this experience is like. How would you describe what the Quartzsite experience is like?
I don't think there's anything else like it in the world.
Yeah.
A huge swap meet that goes on forever.
Yeah.
Nothing to compare it with, and they have everything. Everything. Old, new, international.
Well, you all are traveling kind of light for people that say there's everything.
Well, we've met up with our husbands and unloaded.
Oh. All right, we were walking down one of these little alleyways here, and look who I came up on. Turn around so we can get a look at who is that in there.
This is Radar.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And you all are here from?
Thousand Oaks, California.
Another California group coming over
Right.
here. You're regulars at Quartzsite?
This is our first year.
Now, how did you find out about it? Because we found out about it by hearing a lot of people tell us we should come over here and check it out.
That's how we did. We're full-time RVing now, and people we've run into along the way have told us about it.
So are you staying in your RV off in one of these places?
Down the street about a half a mile.
And what's that experience like?
Oh, it's wonderful. We love it. We've met a lot
nice
of nice
people.
people. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
This is very, very interesting. There's a whole African section here. And look over here, right over behind the African section, there's a big old blown up balloon of the Titanic sinking. Only in Quartzsite would you see something like that. So this is all real stuff right here from real farms in Montana.
Yes, sir. Montana and western North Dakota.
Now, do you go to a lot of shows like the Quartzsite show?
No, sir. We farm up in Montana, raise a few beef, and so we just come down here and get out of the snowbank and enjoy the sunshine.
So this is the only show you come to, Quartzsite?
Well, this is the only actual show we go to. We do go over to Vista to the Tractor Museum, and we go to other tractor shows over towards Phoenix.
Uh-huh. But this is the only thing of its kind that you go to?
Yes, sir, it is.
Because
we're getting out of 4 feet of snow and enjoying the people and the sunshine here in Arizona.
It is beautiful here today, isn't it?
It's wonderful.
Wonder what it's like back in Montana right now.
They're having a heat wave. It's about 15 above.
How you doing, Huell?
Howdy.
How you doing?
How y'all doing over here?
Nice to see you out here. Doing
Well,
fine.
how do you describe
I
something
drove
like
from,
this?
We come here every year.
Uh-huh.
Every year. From Torrance, California.
And why do you keep coming back?
Because it's interesting. All
Yeah.
the stuff to see. Rocks, gems, minerals.
But you can
the
go
people.
to a flea market
no,
almost
not like this
anywhere.
one. Not like this one.
We spend 2 days.
No.
The whole 2 days, all weekend.
Just walking.
Yeah, just walking.
And
These
looking.
people-
Yeah.
These people are from all over the country. Canada, South America, New York, Montana. I mean, it's just, and they're interesting people to talk to.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, they have a lot of stuff to say.
This is from Africa.
Africa, West Africa.
West Africa?
West Africa, yeah.
Can I pick one of these up?
No problem. You can look at
What? What are these? These just go on the side of your house, or?
Yeah, make all hang in the house.
In the house?
Yeah, all hanging.
But you've got, look at all this. You've got a lot of things from Africa here.
Yeah, different country.
Now, do you come to Quartzsite every year?
Every year I come here in Quartzsite.
From Africa?
From Africa, Gambia, regional Gambia.
And what do you think about Quartzsite?
Oh, very good. I'm very happy to come in Quartzsite. Yeah.
Now, this is what I would call a bric-a-brac or knick-a-knack.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
What are you laughing about?
Bric-a-brac, bric-a-brac.
Bric-a-brac? Boy, look at them. They're all got the stuff
That's
on.
right. This is a good buy.
Boiling.
Look at all this stuff. You get all excited when you see a table like this, don't you?
Sure. It's a lot of fun to come places like this.
Yeah.
It sells itself, and then I got, this is the boss over there. She tells me what I got to ask for prices, and it goes by itself.
Well, how do you price this stuff?
Whatever the public will, will pay.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not. It's something like this here.
Now, that's a collector's item right there.
So there it goes, for $15, which is cheap.
Wait a minute. You're selling this for $15?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, this one here goes for more.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. There's no. There's one here because it's occupied. The pan goes for 20.
Ah. Oh, this was made in occupied Japan.
Yeah.
It has that on the bottom of it.
So that goes a little higher.
You know your stuff, don't you?
Well, some of it.
What we have is generators, diesel, a line of diesel generators. We have the multi-equip, 7 kW, all the way up to 15 and 20 kW diesels for the cottages, people living in the middle of nowhere.
I was trying to make the connection. The connection is so many of these people are living in mobile homes or RVs
That's
or
correct.
whatever.
And so we offer the same unit that will also go into bus conversions.
So is this a lot of business here? Is this a good place to come
It
to
should
sell
be about
generators?
Approximately 1.5 million people should come through here.
But how does that affect the generator business?
Hopefully it will clean me out.
Now, talking about trailers, RVs, buses, and mobile homes, Quartzsite has to be the RV capital, not only of Arizona, but of the world. When you drive through the residential sections, that's about all you see. And then the campgrounds themselves are full of RVs. RVs as far as the eye can see. This, too, is a big part of the Quartzsite experience. In fact, by the end of the day, we weren't surprised at anything we ran across. Well, this is kind of interesting. We were driving around going from one venue to another, and we just happened to run across this horseshoe game going on here.
Oh, you betcha.
This is amazing here, and you know what? This is a big deal here, too, every year, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. Spectators all come, all of your horseshoe pitchers. This year, it also happens to be the largest. This year, the largest entries this year.
So this has been going on for a long time, too.
It's apparently 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what? This is kind of interesting, too. With all of the venues and all of the buying and selling and everything that goes on.
Yeah.
This kind of sums it up what Quartzsite is all about, even
right.
more than the buying and selling. We got the mountains and the RVs and the blue skies and everybody having a good time.
Right. And every evening we have a little pit over here and we all gather around. Every night have ourselves a little fire and talk about what we did that day or what's coming up next. And this is just terrific.
So Quartzsite really is more than just the flea market.
Oh yes, more than enough. Yeah, your horseshoe players, they come from all over.
But I mean, it's even more than horseshoes.
Friendship, people getting together, always meeting new people. Yeah, it's a terrific place, one I've never seen up until 4 years ago anyway.
Well, you're hooked on it now.
You bet I am, yeah.
And we're hooked on it too. There's a lot to see and do here. You can buy and sell anything you want to buy and sell. You can meet a lot of nice people. You can enjoy the sunshine and the scenery and the camaraderie and the horseshoes.
That's right, yeah.
You can do anything you want to at Quartzsite. We have been here for almost 2 days now. We're ready to head back across the state line back to California, but we have certainly had a wonderful time. Quartzsite lived up to everything we'd been told it was going to be, and we had been told it was a pretty neat place.
It is. Trust me, it is, yeah.
It is. It's a great place to visit, and it's a fine example of California's gold, even if it is in Arizona.
It's Arizona, yeah. Right.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Huell Hauser, and I sure hope you enjoyed this adventure. If you'd like to see it again or share it with your family or friends, or perhaps donate a copy to your local school or library, it's available on video cassette and on DVD. All you have to do is call 1-800-266-5727, and we'll be glad to send it to you right away.